Are you ready?
Hey, think you can tell us what to do? Think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better?
What's up, internet? Welcome to the very first episode of Slamcast. My name is Tom and I am joined today, as always, by my co-host Jamie.
Hello, people.
And we have quite a bit to get through today. First up is going to be Roadblock, the network special that is happening this Saturday, or tomorrow even. There's 3 or 4 matches going ahead on it.
4 as it stands, but there might be more announced
There
later
we are.
tonight or tomorrow before the event.
Or maybe even on the pre-show. They tend to do that quite a bit. But yeah. Anyway, first thing we're going to talk about is our opinions on this. Personally, I think that it's kind of weird that they haven't done much like this in the past in a way of a build-up to WrestleMania show. But it just seems a bit odd that they've been skipping out a month since when was the last Elimination Chamber? I've got no clue.
I think it might have been about 2012, I think.
So that's what,
Not
4
sure.
years? 4
Yeah.
years they've been skipping out a month. But it just seems odd to me, especially someone like Vince who tries to get as much out as possible. It just seems a bit odd. But yeah, what do you reckon?
Well, I think Elimination Chamber should be like roundabout now, like they used to do it
Yeah.
in the build-up to Mania, where they have an Elimination Chamber and have the champion go up against
Others. Yeah.
others.
get
I
what
can't
you mean.
remember how many. And yeah,
I liked
some
Elimination
others.
Chamber, but that's what I think of. What it seems really weird that they would have given Ambrose a shot at the title there if they weren't going to have him win it, because why would they do something like that unless they're just trying to beef out the storyline between Triple H if Reigns was to interfere. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later. First up, we're going to talk about the NXT Tag Title Match between Enzo and Cass and the Revival, which is made up of Dash and Dawson, which is going to be going ahead at Roadblock. Really, I think this is weird because it's an NXT match. It's a good weird, but it just seems odd that Vince would want something like this going ahead because he's publicly stated that he's not keen on NXT. But I'm quite looking forward to it. I think Enzo and Cass are gonna win the titles. But yeah, really, I'm only saying that because I like Carmella. But yeah, what do you reckon?
I've gone for the Revival due to the fact that Enzo and Cass and Carmella will probably be called up to the main roster probably the night after WrestleMania. Even though I reckon they should be called up before and feud with New Day for the thingy, for the WWE Tag Titles. That's what most people want, but WWE and Vince won't do that.
Yeah.
That's a certainty. So yeah, I've gone for the Revival to retain.
I think a feud between the New Day and Enzo and Cass could be really good. New Day seem to do well when they feud with anyone, really, just because of the how excitable and how out there they all are. It seems to get to like it's intimidating and stuff. It's intimidating and a little bit like patronising for the other wrestler when they're coming out with like a saxophone or something. It's a trumpet, isn't it? There's no name for it. It was
No, it's trombone. It's
trombone.
Francesca II.
Francesca II, indeed. Rest in peace, Francesca I. But yeah, I like the New Day. But I feel like they're as good as face as they are as heel. And when you've got a team that can do both, there's you've got something decent there. And I think they'll be in the picture for the tag titles for a long, long time. I don't think they'll split up for ages because they all seem to have really good chemistry together. So, but yeah, next thing is the actual WWE Tag Title Match between Wade Barrett, Sheamus. Well, Sheamus and Wade Barrett, representing the League of Nations. And they are going up against the New Day at Roadblock. This, again, seems a bit odd to me that they would just have Barrett and Sheamus, as there's 3 members of the New Day, really, even though Xavier Woods doesn't really wrestle, but he does get involved most of the time, which seems a bit weird to have just Barrett and Sheamus. But I reckon they will come out with the rest of the League of Nations. Because, like I said, I really think that's odd to have just those 2 when there's 3 members of the New Day. So I'm going to go for Barrett and Sheamus to win and them to go up against this match to happen again at WrestleMania and the New Day to win them back. What do you think, Jamie?
I agree with you. I reckon the League of Nations will win.
Yeah.
As I said before, I would like the New Day to feud with Enzo and Cass going into WrestleMania. But
there's
WWE don't listen to us. So, yeah.
Well then, but
Sheamus and Barrett to win the tag titles.
Yeah, like I said, that's an odd one. I didn't expect it to be Barrett and Sheamus, but there it goes. But before we move on, I'd like to say it's nice to see Wade Barrett in the title picture again. Really, well, a title picture.
Well, I'm just happy to see him wrestling after his injury, and this could be his last title reign if they do win, because there's rumours of him leaving WWE at the end of his contract in the summer. I think it's in July.
Next match we're going to do our predictions for is Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, versus the new face of fear, Bray Wyatt. This one, for me, is my match of the night. I love both these wrestlers. Well, how can you not love Bray Wyatt? Brock Lesnar. Bray Wyatt is a quality wrestler, great character, and I feel like this could be match of the night for me. Lesnar's looking stronger and stronger as he goes through his contract with WWE. Since WrestleMania 2015, his character's just grown. I think the same with Wyatt. Since the Wyatts got back together and got Braun Strowman involved, their characters have evolved even better. I think this match will be longer than the title match. But yeah, I think it's a good match for Lesnar going into WrestleMania to go up against Dean Ambrose. Or that's scheduled anyway. And has Bray got a match for WrestleMania yet?
No, not at the minute. He will probably know more on Raw on Monday, where he and the Wyatt family are heading towards going into WrestleMania season. Yeah. Well, we're in WrestleMania season now, but getting closer to WrestleMania.
My prediction for this one is going to be Lesnar, although I think it's almost inevitable that the Wyatt family will get involved. But I think it would be stupid for WWE to have Lesnar lose going into WrestleMania, because he's not in the title picture, and it would just seem odd to have him lose to Wyatt when this is basically going to be the end to their feud. So that's my prediction. What do you reckon?
I think, sadly, they don't know. WWE are ruining Bray Wyatt, in my opinion. They could have easily gone. Well, this is different. Lesnar will win by a mile.
Right.
It'll be Bray Wyatt will be taken to Suplex City.
Is that your prediction?
But I think the Wyatt family will get involved somehow.
Yeah.
But Lesnar can't lose because it will make him look weak going in against Dean Ambrose.
Into WrestleMania, yeah. No, there's no, like I said, there's no way Vince of all people would want Lesnar to look weak going into WrestleMania. It would just seem so odd to have a weak Lesnar go up against Dean Ambrose when their match is, I don't want to say nothing, but it's just a feud match. It's not for anything. They'd want to put on a show for that one. So yeah, right. Next thing on the Roadblock match card is the game Triple H, World Heavyweight Champion, versus the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose. Title match of the night. This one's a little bit. This one seems like a good match, but it seems like a waste of Dean Ambrose in my opinion, because I don't think there's much chance that Triple H will drop the title. But I can see this being like a 15-20 minute match, but I don't know. It's an odd one because I feel like Dean could be in the main event of WrestleMania. If they'd give him the shot, I think he could make a legendary match at WrestleMania with Reigns or Triple H, either or. But either way, we're getting to see Dean Ambrose versus Triple H anyway. These were the last two at Royal Rumble, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we have already seen it. So this is like second coming of that match. My prediction is Triple H to retain. I think there is a little bit of a chance that Roman Reigns will get involved somehow. I don't think he'll interfere. I think it'll be at the end of the match. I think
and he'll return and spear the living.
Yeah, something will happen. I think he might attack Triple H. Or if the miracle happens that Dean Ambrose wins, he could attack Dean, but that's very, very unlikely in my opinion. But let's hear your opinion, Jamie.
Yeah, I've gone for Triple H to win due to the fact that there's about 0.5% chance Dean Ambrose is going to win.
Yeah.
He should be in the main event at WrestleMania, Dean Ambrose. He's moreover he's probably the top babyface in the WWE at the minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just want to shove Reigns down our throat, and they're taking Reigns off TV is not going to help it.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I get what you mean. Either way, Reigns will get booed. Reigns always gets booed.
They're just trying to mould him like Cena. So when Cena's gone, he'll be the top man, even though everybody will boo him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's Roadblock. There's one weird thing about this, is that this is scheduled for 3 hours with 4 matches.
Which gets us thinking that there's going to be more matches announced.
More matches or some segments.
Yeah.
WrestleMania,
like Miss TV or...
WrestleMania is, 4 or 5 hours? And there's, 9...
4 hours.
10 matches and segments on it?
There's 4 hours, plus there's a 2 hour pre-show beforehand.
Exactly.
So that's like 6 hours, but you get like 2 matches in pre-show and then 4 in the main event. 4 about 9-10 in the 4 hours.
Yeah, that seems so odd that they would schedule it for 3 hours, whereas there's 4 matches.
I'm thinking that there'll be something announced either later on tonight, we're talking UK time, or
in the morning.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Well, I'd like to see AJ Styles have a match, just to make him, to give him something going forward into Mania, and maybe someone to return, a legend, because they always have a legend match, don't they, at Mania?
Well, Mick Foley is scheduled to return, I think, on Monday Night Raw.
Really?
Yeah, but he can't wrestle again. Well, the doctors told him if he wrestles again, he might end up in a wheelchair, so...
Well, that doesn't stop him bringing someone out or having someone wrestle for him, but who would you put, if you were in charge of WrestleMania, who would you put Mick Foley up against, or what would you do with Mick Foley?
I'd just have him there and to come out and, yeah, like, maybe get involved in a match. Well, not literally get involved, but, like, distract someone. Or maybe, like they're done at WrestleMania 30. They had Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, and The Rock come out, and Hulk Hogan messed up and said the Silver Dome instead of the Super Dome. What an idiot. And yeah, and do it something like that, because Stone Cold will be there.
Yeah,
I'm
almost
thinking it's a certainty because it's his hometown. The Rock is guaranteed to be... Well, The Rock is confirmed for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I think Cena will be there in some capacity.
He's already announced that he won't be wrestling Cena, so...
Yeah, which will seem so weird.
Yeah.
Because he's been there... He's wrestled at WrestleMania ever since he debuted in 2004. But,
yeah.
I
was looking on something about Cena, and he hasn't had a customized entrance for WrestleMania since 2012, I think it is, something like that. And last year, Rusev had the tank, Lana,
that was amazing,
guns and shit, and Cena had a towel. Cena came out to his normal music, normal Timetron, and walked to the ring, and Rusev came down in a tank and had the specimen that is Lana walking in front of him. I mean, I get that they had to make Rusev look strong and his character look big, but it seems weird that they haven't done anything with Cena for Mania for so long.
To be honest, you don't really need much for Cena's entrance at Mania, to be fair.
He's going to get the pop, isn't he?
Yeah, and the Let's Go Cena sucks chant.
Yeah.
That is going to be huge at a sold-out AT&T Stadium in Texas.
In Dallas, Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Indeed it is. But yeah, that was Roadblock. Yeah, well, next thing we're going to talk about is big man Titus ONeil and the rumours that he is thinking about leaving WWE when his contract expires. This one seems odd to me, because it's not been long since he got suspended for grabbing hold of Vince, which even in a jokey situation seems an odd thing to do.
Yeah, I'm on the side of
Titus
ONeil.
Yeah, same.
Titus,
but
yeah.
I love Titus ONeil.
It was a bit of
really,
a joke,
really good
and he and Vince took it. Well, Vince took it to heart.
Yeah.
And supposedly he got talked down he was going to fire Titus ONeil,
Yeah.
And then he was going to suspend him for 90 days. But then I think Triple H stopped him from doing that and just gave him a 60-day suspension. He soon to be up, I think.
Yeah.
I think it might be just after Mania when it's up, so... Yeah.
Well, where does that leave the other half of the primetime players?
To be honest, at the Royal Rumble, he hadn't been suspended then.
Ah.
And Titus ONeil didn't wrestle with Darren Young. I think it was Jack Swagger.
Yeah.
Which was, when you saw it, you saw at the time primetime players broken up again.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was a bit weird.
About it. Very weird.
But yeah, I'd be sad to see Titus ONeil leave.
Yeah, same. I would as well. I like Titus ONeil. He's a good man. Good man. Father of the Year, not long ago.
Yeah.
He's a good wrestler, good character. Him and Darren Young have really good chemistry. But yeah, they're good in the WWE. I'd like to see them with the tag titles again.
Yeah, I think they should have kept on. Okay, New Day have been brilliant as tag team champions.
Day are amazing, but
and they're due to turn face soon, so well.
But yeah, next thing is not directly WWE related, but an ex-WWE wrestler by the name of Mr. Anderson, or as most people would know him, Mr. Kennedy, has been fired from TNA Impact Wrestling for failing a drugs test in November. And this has come to a big shock to me and Jamie, because we saw him wrestle at an independent show in my hometown in July.
July, yeah, it was July, because I remember coming down.
We met him and had a picture with him each. I'll put the pictures up now. And he's one of the nicest people I've met. He was really good with the fans. He put on a shirt of one of the independent wrestlers there, and he wrestled a good match. He was really good. It's come to me as a shock that this would have happened. But they have fired him. He was quoted to be saying to a fan at an independent show, FTNA, which
made me chuckle a bit.
Yeah, which was odd. But
we thought he'd just quit or just his contract had expired, and then today, this morning, we found out that he'd been fired because he failed a drugs test.
It's really, really odd situation. Like, I'm sure anybody listened to this who has seen him wrestle or has met him would agree with us as to saying he's a nice man. He does a good job of his wrestling, keeps up the character well, but it's just seemed weird.
Yeah, I know. I don't know whether I'd have him back in WWE, because I think he must be close to 40 now, 45,
yeah.
Surely. So he'll probably only do like independent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he might go to Ring of Honor.
Got fired from WWE, didn't he?
Yeah, I can't remember the reason.
Something to do with Orton, wasn't it?
I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, that's that situation. Next thing is that the architect Seth Rollins is back in the ring training for his WWE return. The pictures that have been posted around of him, he's looking absolutely massive, looking really, really strong. I personally am ecstatic to hear this, because Seth Rollins, probably my favourite WWE wrestler. His character is amazing. When he comes back, there's so much that they can do with him. There's so many feuds he could get. Triple H, Reigns, Ambrose. AJ Styles. I've seen videos of him and AJ Styles wrestling in the in Independence before they were both signed. And
was it in Ring of Honor?
I don't think it was Ring of Honor. It was 2006, something like that. I'll have to put a link in the description. Really, really, really good match. But yeah, I'm really excited to see Seth back. Can't wait to hear his music when he comes out for his return. But yeah, what do you think about the situation?
I cannot wait for Seth Rollins to return, and I can't wait for his expected feud with Triple H.
That'll be really good.
At SummerSlam. Well, going into the summer, which will probably end with a match against Triple H at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. I think they need to put him back into the title picture though, because he was such a good champion. Once they got rid of J&J Security, it just fledged for me.
I think they need to turn him babyface. He'll get the biggest pop a heel has in ages.
Yeah.
So they need to literally turn him babyface near enough as soon as he gets back.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And maybe if they're all face, we might see a reunion of the Shield, which will be amazing.
I can't even imagine the pop that would get. It'd be absolutely crazy.
In the Fatal 4-Way with Orton for the title, when Rollins had it, they powerbombed him through powerbombed Orton for the announce table, and everybody went mental because they thought, oh shit, the Shield were returning, reuniting. So, and I thought it was just a moment, but it felt amazing. It was brilliant. I can't remember. It was sometime last year.
Yeah.
I think it was. I'm not 100% sure when though. So yeah.
Well, that's that. Last part of the show is going to be a returning segment. It's going to be Jamie's fact of the night. So, Jamie, what is your fact tonight?
My interesting stat is The Rock has never won a title match at WrestleMania. He's only had 4, but when you say The Rock and WrestleMania, you think he's won a title match at Mania, but no, he hasn't.
That is an interesting stat, Jamie.
Yeah.
That's weird. That is really weird to think. It's weird to think that he's only had 4 title shots at WrestleMania.
And his last one was at WrestleMania 29 against Cena when he lost his WWE Championship.
Jesus. That's very weird. Wow. Well, on that note, that is the end of Slamcast this time. Really hope you enjoyed the first episode. If you would like to hear more of this, please leave a like, subscribe to the RaptureCast, and follow us on social media. My Twitter is at RaptureCastTom or RaptureTom. I think it is just RaptureTom.
Yeah, it's RaptureTom, I think.
Where can people find you, Jamie?
Jamie_Slamcast.
There you are.
Yeah.
And
the RaptureCast Facebook page as well.
Indeed. Please stick around because we have our WrestleMania special coming up next. That will be out sometime in the week leading up to WrestleMania 32. And we're going to have all the predictions and
we're going to have a special guest.
And we're going to have a guest interview with independent wrestler Ultimo Tiger, which is really exciting. Jamie and I have both seen him wrestle. He's a great guy, good wrestler, and we're really excited to get talking to him. So please stick around for that, and peace out.